If you'd like to quit your job and replace it with a contract job that's less stressful, that limits your work week to 40 hours, and that gives you a break at the end to take months off to travel or relax, this video is for you. Okay? Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to find contract jobs through staffing agencies. I've been employed by several of them myself, including right now. So I'd like to share some things that I think will help you. But first, hi, I'm Celeste. I use contract work to make a living and to limit my time spent working so that I can slow travel and enjoy other things in life. My channel teaches mid-career women how to use contract work to gain more control over their time. Make sure you watch this video until the end because I'm going to share a little known fact about staffing agencies that could really fast track your search. Here are 6 ways to find contract jobs through staffing agencies. Number 1, ask the contractors where you work right now. Ask them what agency they're with, if they like the agency, and if they can give you the name of the recruiter that they work with. If you don't want to tip your hand that you're looking around, you can just make up a niece or nephew. My niece is interested in working here or working in this field. Can you give me the name of your agency? Y'all know. Okay. Number 2, LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, when you're doing your job search, you can specify that you're only interested in contract roles. And the way you do that is you go into the all filters section and you check the box for, I think it's job type, and you check the box for contract. And then you enter your job title, accounts payable, whatever, and run your search. And that will bring back accounts payable contract jobs. So now that you have those results, what you can do is you can look at the name of the company, and that will be an agency that recruits for those roles in your field. You can take that information and go over to that company's website and look for jobs over there. A lot of times for larger agencies, they might post jobs on their own site that they don't post on LinkedIn, or it might be there before it gets to LinkedIn. And then the other thing that you can do is you can contact the job poster. So it'll tell you at the top the person who posted the job. You can click on their profile. You can send them a little note. Hi, I saw your listing for accounts payable, entry level, blah, blah, blah. I actually have 15 years of experience. I'm looking for something a little bit more senior. Do you have anything? And that way you kind of establish that relationship, and maybe they'll ping you or reach out to you first when they hear about something before it gets posted on the job boards or on LinkedIn. Okay? Before I get to my last 2 tips, what questions do you have about contract work? Let me know in the comments. All right, so number 4, we're moving right along. Number 4 is signal to recruiters that you are open to contract work. This is important because they kind of have a hard time finding people who are willing to do contract work because most people want to do full-time. So if you can raise your hand and say, hey, I'm over here, that will help them find you. So on LinkedIn, the way that you do this is on your profile, under your headline, name and headline and photo, there is that open to button. And that, just if you didn't know, that's how people turn on that green open to work circle that you might have seen on people's pictures. But this is also where you can signal to recruiters what kind of work you're looking for. So if you click on that button and under job type, you select contract, and also make sure you have your desired job title in there, and that will signal to them that you're open to contract work. Now, you don't have to display that green open to work circle to everybody. If you just want to show it to recruiters and not show it publicly on your profile, there's a setting in there that will allow you to do that. Now, if you are doing a more open public job search, you can also just put right in your headline or right in your summary that you are open to contract work. And that's as simple as just saying open to contract work. Okay. On Indeed, on your profile, under desired job type, there is also an area where you can just check a box and select that you're open to contract work. Okay, so that's how we signal to recruiters that we're interested. Okay, number 5. Number 5 is Google. You can do a Google search for your job title or industry title, plus the words staffing agency or employment agency. And this will bring up agencies that specialize in placing candidates in your field. So for example, you could type in healthcare staffing agency or mechanical engineer employment agency. So that's another tip for you. Number 6, I call this the big daddies. There are a handful of global or at least national staffing agencies that place candidates in all kinds of fields. So those would be like Manpower, Adecco, Randstad, Robert Half, and I might throw Tech Systems in there as well. And like I said, these are agencies that are going to have openings across a variety of industries. So definitely make sure you look there. I'll link those in the description, so don't worry if you didn't catch all the names or the spelling. I'll have that for you below. So here's my little known fact. Some of these big staffing agencies have offices that specialize in specific industries. There could be a Silicon Valley office for tech jobs, or a financial services office, which Randstad has, by the way, or maybe there's a public sector or government office that specializes in placing contractors in those specific types of roles. So when you reach out to these agencies, you can ask them if they have an office that specializes in your field, and you can ask for a contact person in that office. So those were my 6 tips for finding contract jobs through staffing agencies. If you want to know more about what contract work is and why I prefer it over a full-time job, watch my video on achieving time freedom through contract work. Make sure you're subscribed and you've turned on notifications so you don't miss my next video on contract life. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you know who's looking for less stress and more time freedom.